Just wanted to do an update on the cold protection method for my bananas this year. It is probably about January 7th or something here in Glendale, Arizona. Cold, wet, and rainy day. And my method this year, I didn't do a video on this before, but I've taken some wire fencing and basically just kind of made a round cage around the banana, and then I obtained a couple bales of straw, which was pretty easy to do right after Halloween, Thanksgiving time. A lot of people and churches and stuff getting rid of them that they use for different applications, and I used it to just kind of fill these cages and create some insulation to go around the bananas and at the base of them. And I did it a little loose. I got a lot of feedback that they don't need to be so loose. My concern is when it does rain and it gets wet, if it gets too compacted, that it won't allow the banana to breathe, or the plant to breathe. So some of these had pups coming up, and they're down in there as well. They have been covered now for about a week and a half, maybe. And this is actually this pup right here is probably about 3.5 foot high, tall. And they appear to be doing well as far as I can see. This one is actually putting off a new leaf still, and he could use to be covered even a little bit more higher up. I mean, as high as I can go, I want to keep these guys warm. And that's my Jamaican red banana. This is I think dwarf namwa. It's also putting off a new leaf, as you can see. It's doing really well. This variety is unknown, a lot larger obviously, but they're all doing quite well. Even the leaves so far, they're starting to give, as you can see. But all things considered, they're doing a lot better. And then the one under this understory is even more so better off. I do have one more on the ground, and it's I don't even remember. I don't know. I'm kind of really small one. It's a dwarf something. This guy doesn't need to be moved because he doesn't get enough light during the growing season. It's actually almost 2 years old and it's still that size. But where he is, the benefit there is obviously he's not covered in that way because he doesn't get exposed as much as these other guys. But yeah, so far this seems to be working. And then the benefit is, come spring, come growth season, these cages get taken away and all this just, can stay and be used as mulch here or in other areas, and it'll break down and the bananas will welcome. Because as you know, they do eat quite a bit of the mulch and nutrients, especially come spring and the growing season. So by next year, anticipate all this will just be gone, and we'll get another bale and do it again. But it has worked so far, this method. I'll do another update on it. I've also used some of that straw around the base of my Jamaican cherry here. So that's probably about 1.5 to 2 feet of straw down there on the Jamaican cherry. And then inside of my frost protection structures here around my mangoes, there's also a bunch of straw in at the base around the bottom of the mangoes there. And you can use any mulch really, but this you can get for free or cheap, like I said, at the end of Thanksgiving or Halloween, and do something like this if it's going to work for your application. Seems to be working here. Thanks for checking it out. Let me know if you've done this before and how it worked for you, or what you do that might be different than this, especially for bananas. Later, y'all.